All right, 9, 5, 62. Hey, welcome to the JaySquared Podcast. I'm Jesoma,
I'm J-Rock.
and we have an awesome show for you today. So J-Rock, how's your day?
My day was I had a pretty good day, honestly. Balled out playing basketball, made my
Okay.
shots, you know.
Uh-huh.
Worked out yesterday, which helped me ball out today.
Okay.
So, I think it's been a good day. The only bad thing is that I couldn't find a green shirt for St. Patty's Day. But
Damn. Bummer.
whatever. We'll make it work. How about
Yeah.
you, Jay?
I got fired today. I got fired from my job.
Oh
Um,
my god.
yeah,
Go
so
on.
I no longer work for the company I was working for. Well, my 9 to 5. But it's all good because this is giving me the opportunity to actually dive full force into my social media management company. And I feel like, you know, this is the path I was always destined for. I love helping
Yes,
people.
sir.
And social media management, I get to help those small businesses, build their social medias. And it's just such an important part of what you guys do every day. And if you guys want your businesses to succeed, you need a social media manager that actually cares about what you guys do. And that's me. So
Let's
I'm actually
go.
really excited about my new journeys. And that's what it's about. And yeah, so I want to see what Atlanta has to offer as far as that. That's what I'm
I'm
excited about.
I'm so happy for you.
You
Let's
already
go.
know.
We're
You
making moves for ourselves. Let's
Make
go.
moves fucking out here, boy.
Out here.
But
That's your
yeah,
LA Fitness 3-point shot.
that's my wait. What's no? You said I
Oh,
should
was
do
that?
this, and yeah, I
What's this
fucked
one?
it up. I don't know how to. I don't know how to act.
Hey man, we're
Nah,
acting wild out here. It's all
acting
good.
wild, man. Nah, but I'm like, yeah, man. I'm on a new journey. It's exciting. It's refreshing. It's a new path. But yeah, I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Let's go.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bless you guys with an amazing show. So what we got coming up is sports and entertainment. So Chelsea FC drama. What's going on?
Okay, so as you all know, I am a Chelsea Football Club fan.
That's
Um,
true.
so our owner, Roman Abramovich, is Russian. Yeah. So he has close connections to Putin, and basically the UK sanctioned him because of his connections, which 100% understand. My issue is that it's gotten to the point where it's not even about them going towards the owner. Now it's just attacking the club straight up. So I'll break it down for you.
Yeah,
He got
because
sanctioned.
I'm confused.
So he got sanctioned, meaning that he can no longer own the club.
Okay.
So that means that there's no money at the club right now. So players, staff, um, buses, plane tickets, ticket sales, merch sales, everything has been paused. So there's no way for the club to make money. They're not able to sell tickets for people to come to the games. They're not able to sell any type of merch. So basically, the club is like, they don't have money because
Hmm.
he got sanctioned. So the deal was, and he was in the process of this, because he did all, like, he came out in public and said, I will no longer be featured with the club. Like, my name is going to be removed because my goal is to save the club. I don't want anything bad to happen to the club. So he put his stuff apart. Then he said, I'm going to sell the club, even though I love this club and like this was my dream. I'm going to sell the club in order to save them. And then I'll take all the aftermath, the actions. And he was willing to donate all the money that he was going to receive for the club to Ukrainian people. So the man did everything correct. And then here comes the UK government saying, fuck you guys, because we don't like Chelsea. and we're basically going to suspend everything. So now we can't sell tickets, we can't sell merch, we can't pay our staff, we can't pay our players, we can't pay our coaches. And I'm not talking about like staff with that's connected to the team. I'm talking about people who work at the stadium. People who actually like need this money to like live their daily lives. So no one's getting paid because the government basically put everything on pause. Recently, we asked, and I say we asked like if I'm involved, but
You're saying you're going through this whole thing as if you're directly involved.
yeah, because I feel like I am as a fan. But
Okay.
basically, they said that now they're going to be in charge of figuring out who buys the club. And the money is going to go to the UK government. So they basically took over our sale so that they could gain money. And
Wait,
like,
even though you guys were going to help like the
yep,
Ukrainians? Oh
yeah.
wow.
So fans are coming out and saying, oh, so this was never about the war.
Yeah.
This is more an attack on our club. And it's weird because there's two other clubs, Manchester City and Newcastle, who have owners who are terrorists. And no one says shit. Exactly. So there's like a double standard because people hate Chelsea Football Club and
Wow.
we're champions of the world. So like fuck off respectfully, but no.
Respect.
So that's where we're at. There's a couple buyers that are interested. So we'll see if by Friday we have someone who buys the team, but it's just been a shit show and it's basically been more of an attack at the club than an actual like trying to fix the situation because even people are commenting, "Oh yeah, you sanctioned the club. You took away all our money. You're not paying our staff because that's going to stop the war in Ukraine."
Yeah.
Like it's just
That's
very weird
that's just not doing shit.
at
Honestly,
all.
I feel like a bunch of people are trying to ride that wave, like of not doing anything to say that you did something.
Yeah.
Um, but it's not gonna work. I don't know.
Yeah, so
I'm
as
just a
a
guy. I don't know.
yeah, as a fan, like it's very annoying because like I love watching Chelsea play like since I first became a fan years ago, like as a kid, like that's my club and to see them going through this and then people attacking the club when right now it's not it has nothing to like we didn't ask to go to war with Ukraine and then they're acting like Chelsea is out there like fighting in the
Funding the
war.
shit and yeah,
Yeah. So it's just very annoying and like we keep winning, which is good, but at the same time like you could tell some of the players are just like not there because of all the drama.
damn. And that's like the worst thing for a player, especially like it's. I feel like the worst thing is when you have like external issues affect what's going on.
Yeah, and
When it
you
comes to the
could
playtime.
it takes a toll on you cuz like we talk a lot about it on the podcast, but like mental health is big, especially as an athlete. Like people don't
Man,
talk enough about it, but it's really big, man. It's
that's a huge
important.
thing. It's a huge thing because you kind of you want to be all there. You want to be like it's not like you're trying to be an outcast or something like that. But it's just so hard and it's so like impossible that
Yeah.
it it becomes something that you kind of don't have the ability to do.
Yeah.
So I mean, but all the best to you guys, man. I'm sorry that your team is going through that. Honestly, that's wild.
Yeah, it sucks, but we won today and we're into the quarterfinals of the Champions
Fire
League. So, yeah, it was exciting. I was cheering at work, which
is
might have
you.
made it's me, fuck it. Like, who's
You
gonna
need
say
to
shit
get
to me?
you need to do something about that.
We just keep winning.
It's true. Speaking of somebody who just keeps winning, Tom
Great
Brady.
transition.
Yeah, that's just me right now. I'm on a wave.
I
I'm on a
see
wave.
you,
No, but speaking of people who just keep winning, Tom Brady is coming out of retirement.
bro. The
He
goat.
has risen after a couple of weeks. He has risen. Like how disrespectful. I wonder how how much of a weight was lifted off of the league after they were like, okay, he's gone, and then now he's
Yo,
just like, you know what?
you know,
It's
I blame Cristiano Ronaldo.
yeah,
Bec-
that picture. I told you, because
Yo,
there's a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo and Tom Brady, like kicking it together. And I feel like Tom Brady was like, I want to show you up, and then he just
yeah,
decided to
cause
come out of retirement.
he went to the game where Ronaldo scored a hat trick to win the game, and
Yo,
Ronaldo's like in his late 30s, out here balling out still. So yeah, Tom Brady definitely was like, "Oh, okay, I'll win another ring."
I got you. hold my
Yeah.
hold my beer. And I mean, I think it's gonna be tough for him, but man, I if I learned one thing throughout watching sports and stuff like that, which I barely do already,
Yeah,
is not to doubt Tom Brady. Like, what do you like? Why? You know? So
he's too
it's gonna
good.
be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to watch. So, are you surprised he came out of retirement?
No, I kind of felt like I just, to me, he's not done until he wins another Super Bowl. Once he
Ooh,
wins, I think I told you this last time. I was like, if
yeah,
he doesn't win it, like it makes no sense for him to retire and he hasn't won it.
yeah. I get what you're saying. I remember you telling me that. I I was surprised because simply because I didn't think I think that he went out on a high note. I thought that he went out on a high note. The
I
game
didn't.
he okay, the game he played, not the game his team played. The game he played. He like went back in his bag, pulled out everything that he usually does, and he snapped. So it's like I don't know. Like I felt like, oh man, he did his thing. Like I mean, I can't blame him.
He didn't do his thing with because he didn't win the ring. That's to me that's the
Okay.
thing. Like once he wins the
Ah,
ring, then we're good. But
but
that's
he's
just
like
yeah.
80. But you're right.
Okay.
He is
Okay.
Tom. He's Tom
It's
Brady.
Tom
That's right.
Brady.
So,
But yeah,
what do you think? Do you think he'll win?
I think the NFL will do everything in their power to get him to win another game, another Super Bowl.
Wait, what do you mean?
He's gonna get to the Super Bowl.
You think so?
Like I said, the NFL would do anything to get him to the Super Bowl because he
All right.
sells.
That's
He's
true.
he's the legend.
That's true. I
Like
I always
they're gonna find a way for the Lakers to make the play-in game because LeBron
yo.
is
I'll be
like
real.
conspiracy theories.
Like we weren't even supposed. We're not even supposed to touch that. But at the end of like, this is hilarious to watch in a sense, and also it's sad, but it's pretty hilarious.
It's
um,
hilarious.
it's just one of those things. It's like we're gonna see we're gonna see LeBron in the finals, and we're gonna see Tom Brady and the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl next year or next season. This
Yeah,
is crazy. So, do
amen.
you think he'll win another one if he does? Well, when he does come back,
Yeah, yeah.
are you
I,
sure? Are you placing your
yeah.
bet? Are you placing your bet?
I already placed my bet. He's going to the
All
Super
right.
Bowl and winning it. Like, there's this stat that came out that each year that he loses, the next year he wins. And he hasn't missed.
That's just annoying. I what's the point of playing the game?
Amen. I
Damn.
don't know.
And how
So,
long has
yeah,
he been in? He's been in for 20 years, right?
I don't know. Sure,
I
we'll go
forgot.
with 20.
Might as well be.
Might as
It's
well.
like imagine every other year I'm winning a Super Bowl and you can't stop it.
Amen.
This is crazy. But tell me
That's
about
life.
March Madness. I need
All
to
right.
know about March Madness.
So, March Madness officially begins tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So one of the cool things that I found about March Madness this year is that usually they do bracketology, which is when the brackets are released, who plays who, for like the March Madness bracket. They usually only televise the men's bracket. And then for the first time this year, they televised the women's bracket after the men's bracket dropped. ESPN, thank you. Appreciate it. And the other thing too is like even the women's games are going to be televised prime time. Usually they're like at 1 or 2, but now they're going to be prime time 8 o'clock ESPN. which is pretty sick as well because I'm not gonna lie to you. Last year, the women's March Madness was a lot better than the men's March Madness.
Really?
Yep.
There
And
was.
there's
Oh
some
yeah, you're
good
right. You're
teams.
right.
Yeah,
And we
remember?
made the poll. We made the
Yep.
poll, and it was
And
like
people agreed.
that's true. That's true. You guys and yeah, you guys agreed last year.
Yeah.
It was a toss up, and for that toss up, everybody was like, the men's was shit, but the women's like it was buzzer beaters. It was a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
It was March Madness.
Yeah. So, I already made my brackets for both men and women's. But yeah, I think it's an exciting time, especially like working at a university. So like people get really, really into it.
Oh shit, I forgot about
So
that.
yeah,
Damn.
I work at a university. Yeah, but that's about it.
Hilarious. But we have our own bracket.
Yes, we have our own March Madness
Yo,
bracket.
so if you guys don't know, we
Hmm.
started our own Marvel March Madness movie bracket.
Hmm.
So if you guys are on YouTube or listening to us, on any of the other streaming services, if you guys go to our Instagram, you could actually vote. Every day I try to put out at least two.
Yes.
I think well today is
Today we didn't. We haven't
Tuesday.
done it.
Yeah, today we haven't done it. Tuesday,
Today's
sorry,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, March 16th. I can't read. That's why I got fired.
Oh my God, Jay! Don't do
no, but
that.
no, but like we release usually every day we're gonna try to release two. Maybe tomorrow I
Mhm.
could release four.
No, no,
Um
no, no.
too
That's a
much?
lot. That's a
What
lot.
about
That's a
three?
lot.
What about three?
Two. Let's just keep it at two.
J-Rock doesn't want you to have fun. She doesn't want you to have a good
Nah,
time.
I'm
All
the
right,
party pooper.
so well, I'm gonna release. I release two a day. Pretty much, it's two movies that a random bracket generator creates. So we're gonna go ahead and see who wins, and we're gonna keep you guys up to date on which ones are winning. And then we put a poll up so you guys could vote for which movie is your guys' favorite.
Yeah,
So stay tuned.
yeah,
Follow, go ahead and interact. It's gonna lead to a lot of upsets. We've already had quite a few.
yeah. I'm kind of upset because I voted for Age of Ultron, but Far From Home won.
You know what's crazy? I un- I didn't like that it won because I love how you know me. I love the philosophical like villain that's like,
Age of
oh,
Ultron is
that
underrated.
it's
It's
super
so
underrated.
underrated.
It's super underrated.
But people are like up Spider Man's ass right now. So
Yeah, and
like
I
I
think it's
understand.
the hype. It's the hype right
It's a
now.
hype. Yeah.
But I don't like two things. I don't like how um Thor won. I didn't. I was like,
Yo,
what the
that
fuck?
was crazy.
I
Cause
was like,
the first Thor movie is
it was
shit
garbage. It was garbage. It was
compared
like,
to
okay,
Winter Soldier.
exactly. And I even added in the clip where he caught the and he think
Yeah.
like I didn't think that was gonna happen at all.
Yeah,
Then you
y'all
get
people are
intro.
wildin'.
There was so much. I all
Also,
right.
like, yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
I
But
I'm just saying I don't get it. But and I also didn't understand how close Incredible Hulk was to Iron Man
Iron
2.
Man 2. Yeah.
Yo,
Iron
and
Man 2 is
Iron
when we get introduced to Black Widow. People
yeah,
forget.
and it's also where we get introduced to Rhodey, like well, War Machine.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking it was gonna smack the shit out of the Incredible Hulk, but apparently a lot of people like the Incredible Hulk. So I was like,
It
all right.
wasn't a bad movie, but with the character change, or like the actor change,
You,
to
what do
each
you
their
think?
own.
What do you think? Because I heard an interesting theory about that. Like somebody was really upset. They were like, "Yo, man, you guys traded the actual Incredible Hulk to another Hulk that got his ass beat from by Thanos for 5 minutes and pretty much pissed himself and ran away. Came back as a fucking nerd, and now he wears a sling.
Professor
What's gonna
Hulk?
happen? Yeah, it's like what's gonna happen next? He's gonna stub his big toe and then be in crutches. Like I was like, damn, that's
No,
that's
that's why they're making
yeah.
She-Hulk.
I know that they're apparently passing down. The
the
torch to
mantle.
She-Hulk. Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
that's lit. What did you think though? What did you think of the Incredible Hulk?
I I actually like Mark Ruffalo as the Incredible Hulk, so I don't mind the switch. Obviously, like I would have liked it to either connect or like make the connection better, or just say like, oh no, that movie doesn't go with us, because you literally have Iron Man in the end credit scene pop up.
Yeah.
So like that to me is like, okay, so you did try to connect it, so what happened? But Marvel, Marvel does shit
No, they just. I think they just dropped the ball with the character. Like I
with the
feel
Hulk.
like they just they. I feel like they switched directions. Like they chose what they wanted to do
Hmm.
after the Incredible Hulk with the MCU,
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes
which
sense.
I'm not mad at because that shit is lit.
No, not at all. I mean, obviously Marvel has its defaults to it, but you can't hate it.
Can't hate it
Cuz
at
you
all.
can't hate it. But
But then, well, another situation that did happen. This is more. I mean, this is sports and entertainment, but also, it is
real life
personal.
stuff.
Yeah, real life stuff that's
Yeah.
happening. Brittany Griner got arrested
Hmm.
in Russia, right?
Yes.
So pretty much, Russian authorities accused Griner of smuggling a significant amount of narcotic substances. Um,
Weed.
yeah, pretty much. um, so what people are kind of like coming to with that arrest is that like an idea that pretty much the US and Russia that tension is building. So I don't know. What are your thoughts about that? Because I think it's a little like, why is this happening right now?
All right, so a little bit of a background. Brittany Griner is a WNBA player.
Hmm.
She was in Russia playing a women's basketball game. I think it was with Team USA, representing Team USA. She was the only one who got arrested because of weed possession. And here's where it gets iffy for me. Russians take drug possession very seriously, where if she is found guilty, she could spend up to 20 years in jail. Russian jail, not American jail,
Shit.
Russian jail. My skepticism is in the fact that this happened in February. We didn't know about this until March. And no one knows if she's okay, if she's alive, where she's at.
Wow. I
So
didn't even know that it was that deep.
it's that deep. And like I guess her agents or like her family don't want to say much, because if they say a lot, then it seems like Russia might do something. Conspiracy theory here is that
Okay.
Russia is holding her captive because of the war, and they're trying to get the US to be on their side instead of helping Ukraine. Now, some people have made comments like, oh, but like, no one knows who she is. That shit don't matter. She's still an American citizen.
Yeah.
So, it's a, it's a weird one, and not a lot of people are talking about it,
Like
and
they should.
like they should. But the thing is, like, there's not a lot of information to go from,
This is
which is
fucking
just,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And it's something that, like, people have read and they're like, oh, whatever, nothing crazy. But if you actually start
I,
looking at the details and information, you're kind of like, wait a second.
that's exactly what I did. I was like, I was like, damn, that's wild.
Hmm.
Diddle-doo-doo.
Yeah,
But Jesus, this is deeper than basketball. This is wild.
yeah. So
This is
hopefully,
getting out of hand.
yeah, hopefully she's alive and safe.
Yeah, hopefully
But
she's safe.
we just gotta wait and see if more news comes out. But shit
It's
is
getting
crazy.
real. Oh,
Yeah.
probably we should put that one in the middle of our, of our sports and entertainment.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, it's still important because sports wise, she's
Yeah,
an athlete. She's a WNBA player, and
yeah,
this is important news that people need to know.
of course, and definitely our prayers go out to the family and her. Want to make
Yeah,
sure that she comes home safe because it's so unfortunate to just be held up. Like it's probably one of the scariest things to be held in a place that you don't know for
yeah.
an amount of time that you don't know, and also with
A different language.
yeah, different language, different customs. These people don't play by our rules. We don't like you have no jurisdiction there. Like you don't have any
At
say.
all. At all.
So
Yeah, shit
damn,
is
this is
crazy.
hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So with that, we'll go on to our series recap. So I wanted to go ahead and address something that I haven't addressed in the longest time.
This is all you, baby.
This is all me. Listen, what the fuck is going on with all these reboots, right? So, pretty much these television reboots are coming out with shows like How I Met Your Father, um,
Hold up,
Fuller
hold up, hold up.
House.
Hold up, Jay.
Oh, go ahead.
The Lakers lost again.
Yo, by how
To the
much?
to the Timberwolves by 87. Wait, let me double check. I'm sorry, guys,
Yeah,
but
no,
this
go
is
ahead. Go ahead.
this
This is
is a
important.
this
This
is
is
important.
important.
No, sorry, just kidding. They lost by 20
Oh my God.
to the Timberwolves. They are 29 and 40, and it's looking like
They're not making it to the playoffs.
if the Pelicans win, they're going to be tied for 10th.
Jesus Christ.
It's not looking good for the Lakers.
Yeah, they might have to just pick up their. Yeah, they
LeBron's going
might.
to trade everybody.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, sorry. Continue with your series recap
Oh yeah.
about remakes.
Fuck. I had to go ahead and verify it too. I was like, let me see the score on
Let me actually
ESPN.
see. Yeah.
But definitely. So yeah, there's something going on with everybody going ahead and creating like a TV reboot of our childhood memories. There's Fuller House. There's How I Met Your Father. There's all these other shows. Well, you guys need to stop. You guys need to stop right now. They're coming out. Have you seen? Okay, so they came out with also. They're coming out with the Rugrats again,
No, no,
and
no, no,
everybody looks
no, no.
scary. Like I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it.
They're
So
ruining our childhood. That's what they're
except for
doing. Oh, yeah,
one
yeah. Okay, go off.
one amazing show that you guys need to check out. And I brought up all of these horrible reboots to bring up this one amazing one. The iCarly reboot is fucking phenomenal. I need everybody to fucking watch it. It's incredible.
Okay.
She First of all, she hasn't aged a day because I mean I'm convinced she's gonna look the way she is until she dies. But like nobody looks like they went through any changes, and they all still tell the same type of jokes but with more of an adult sense of humor, so they're
Okay.
kind of like they're engaging with us a little bit more.
So they're like growing up with us.
Exactly, they're our age, they're like up here with us, so
Okay.
the jokes aren't like lowbrow, it's not like a kids show, but it's more of like an adult theme show. And I just think Miranda Cosgrove cursing is the funniest thing in the world. So
Okay, I'll definitely watch it.
now you need to watch it.
Definitely gotta watch it.
So now we're gonna also enter my territory once again. The Batman. What did you think?
It's probably one of my favorite movies.
What? Say that again?
Yo,
Huh?
it was amazing. Amazing. I don't want to hear anyone talk shit about Robert Pattinson ever again in their life. Ever
Yeah.
again in their life. I will fight you, like, square up. We are fighting.
I feel like DC is gonna start pulling away with some
Sir,
things here.
sir,
Hear me
no.
out. Hear me
It's
out. Hear
not DC.
Wow. Wow, it is DC. In the
But it's
beginning of the movie,
not.
there's a DC logo. It's
Go ahead.
DC.
It's Warner Brothers Batman verse.
So what I'm
Pero
thinking,
okay.
okay, my friend, I'm just saying, my
Okay,
friend.
okay. Okay, my friend. Okay.
I just want to go ahead and talk about how this Batman was so good. Like I thought it was amazing the way that they kind of related it to year one. So
Yes.
for you
Yes.
guys that don't know, there's comic books and animated series and stuff like that of year one Batman. So it pretty much goes through Batman, him fucking up, getting his ass beat, shit like that. And this is pretty much like, I don't, it's not really a spoiler. It's just not like,
Are we
a
doing a spoiler alert?
yeah, I guess. Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
alert.
Nah, nah. So it's pretty much a Batman who's not developed. He's in his second year, right? And throughout that second year, he's not the Batman you see fighting aliens. He's the Batman you see fighting street crime, fighting petty theft, these villains and stuff like that, and not knowing how to handle it, but also at the same time adjusting as he goes along. So you do see him develop and you do see his character development throughout the movie in itself. And everybody, what I'm always saying about every movie and what grinds my gears about movies and what really makes movies pop for me is when a movie has great character development and takes the time to flesh out their characters. And that's what they did with this movie.
Yep.
Like they really took Catwoman from being just some girl, you know, an amazing like an amazing thief, amazing cat burglar, just some girl, to being somebody who's learned
Selena
how to
Kyle.
exactly.
They made her Selena Kyle.
They made her Selena Kyle. Like they made her transition from just being that thief to being somebody with these types of morals, values, not just living day by day, like walking with a purpose. And then they turned this kid who pretty much was fucking was just Batman, turned him into somebody who understood what his purpose was as Batman. Because Batman, there's a lot of times where he breaks down and people do tell him, hey, look, we're doing the same thing you are. Why are you mad at us? And he has those times of like, oh shit, those shocks. Like, am I just some dude in a costume or am I somebody fighting for justice? And he has those moments, and this happens throughout the story, like throughout the movie. And then it fleshes out Alfred. It fleshes out everybody. It gives you
Yeah.
a really deep look into Batman and what's coming, and how we as a society kind of forget the little people and glorify those that are higher up. It's just a
Okay.
masterpiece.
Let me talk my little piece.
Okay, go ahead. Talk
So,
your shit.
first of all, the movie's 3 hours long. It's a super long movie, but it keeps you on your toes the whole time. Because you think the story is going one way, and then there's a plot twist, and then there's another plot twist. And then you're kind of like, holy shit, like, where are we going now? Oh, where are we going now? So I would highly recommend, if you're going to watch this movie and you're like a super deep Batman fan, to go into it with an open mind, because don't expect it to be The Dark Knight, because
Yeah.
it's not. Don't expect Batman to be Bruce Wayne Batman. This is Batman not giving a fuck about what Bruce Wayne stands for or Wayne Enterprises stand for. This is
Hmm.
just him being Batman and ready to die
Yeah.
Batman. So,
Yeah.
and he's young, which is what people don't understand. He's a young Batman. This isn't like,
It's not seasoned Batman.
see,
This isn't.
exactly,
It's
which is
dope
like,
though.
oh no, it's amazing. I loved it. I love that they brought it about like the Joker, in the sense of like, we're in his head. We're trying to solve the puzzle with him. Similar to the Joker, where we're like believing everything that he's telling us when he's literally a psychopath.
Yeah.
So I like that about it. The score, you know how I get about like scores and just instrumentals and music in general. The score for this fucking movie is
Yo.
fucking amazing. The
I
music placement throughout the movie
yo,
was perfection.
it
Cinematography,
yeah.
it was amazing. The Riddler, holy shit. People shit on the Riddler because it's like, oh, I mean, he just makes riddles. The Riddler's fucking crazy.
I've been telling people since Hush, man. So there's a graphic novel, a Batman graphic novel called Hush that my friend lent to me. Shout out to Tampa. Uh
Hey, what's up,
he lent
Tampa?
right? But he lent it to me, and reading that, you get to really understand how how detailed the Riddler is. Really don't fuck around.
No, no, which was amazing because, like, there's a part at the end of the Batman where it's the Riddler talking to Batman, and he just, well, obviously we did spoiler alert, and he just keeps saying Bruce Wayne, and you could tell that Batman is shitting bricks because he's like, oh my god,
Yo,
he knows who I am, he knows who I am, he knows who I am, and then when he realizes that the Riddler doesn't know who he is. Because even I, in the movie theater, was getting anxiety.
yo,
I was like,
for
oh my fucking
real.
god, he knows who he is.
Oh
He
my
knows he's
god,
Bruce Wayne.
I was shitting myself. I was like, oh my god, yo,
Yo, I was like,
this
damn, we're
is
fucked.
wild.
We're fucked, and it's only the first movie.
Exactly. And when he's saying it, it's like an eerie, like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like, oh fuck,
It
oh
was
fuck.
so good. It was so good. And then, like, here's my only little, like, I'm upset about. I'm sorry, Jay. You know I always have one. But you going to sleep? So, this is going to be the Batverse, correct?
Uh-uh.
Why not connect it with the Joker instead of creating a new Joker? So
So,
does that mean that this Joker that we got just doesn't go with this storyline? Because the
so,
same thing is happening with the
mhm.
Flash with Ben Affleck's Batman, which to me I think Ben Affleck as Batman was awful. But that's just my opinion. I know some people actually liked him. I respect your opinion, but in my opinion, I didn't like him. I thought he was trash.
Okay. So, pretty much, there's there's three Jokers in the new in the new series. So
Okay.
they could be leaning towards that, and I really hope they are because it would make so much more sense, and it would yo, it would be fantastic. So there's the clown Joker, okay? There's the
Okay.
criminal Joker, and then there's the comedian Joker, right? So
Okay. So who would they be? Because I think the crime Joker is the one from the Batman who's in Arkham.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that that might be the clown Joker, and the criminal Joker. Hear me out.
Is Jared
Could be
Leto?
Jared Leto. I could
I could
see it
see that.
happening.
I could see that.
And then the comedian Joker, of course, would
Is
be the one that the first one.
yeah.
So if it could happen. I don't know. I don't know. I'm no clairvoyant. But
It's a full moon, so just tap your moon rocks and.
get them shits out of here. No,
But
but I
yeah,
mean, I would hope that that would happen. I think that that would be an amazing idea. If they put that shit
yeah.
together, it's
Look,
a wrap. It's
look.
a
All
wrap.
I could say is that I really enjoyed this Batman. I think it's honestly like one of my favorite movies so far of this year. And I'm pretty sure it's definitely going to be top three when we do our top 10 movies of the year at the
Oh yeah,
end
of
of.
course.
Yeah. It
We have to
was
see
just.
what happens because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Doctor
apparently,
Strange.
Benedict Cumberbatch says that Doctor Strange is at the level of
No Way
No Way
Home.
Home, and I'm like,
I mean, I already feel it from the trailer.
I feel like he just said that because he saw how great the Batman did. So
No, but
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate. That was a really great movie. Like I enjoyed it as as just a fan in general.
Yeah,
It was great.
it's it stood alone like in a very good way, and
Yeah.
I like appreciated it.
Yeah, Catwoman killed I just the whole cast. The whole
Yeah,
cast was so
the
good.
whole cast. Colin Farrell as Penguin, yo,
Yo.
that shit was hilarious. Like, and he was the
You,
comic relief. Everybody was kind of the comic relief at a
mm-hmm.
point as well. Like even Commissioner Gordon, like he had his funny moments
Yeah.
where you guys that slept. It's like, why didn't you pull your punch? I did. Yo, man.
No, I also like the fact that me watching Gotham helped me connect more of the characters.
Mm,
So like I knew who like Falcon was,
yeah,
I knew who Penguin was, I knew of the Riddler, I knew of obviously the Joker, but like I knew of other characters and like who Catwoman really is. Thanks to Gotham, which was a great TV show that got canceled. But
damn. I mean, I was never into that show, but I definitely am a DC fan, and I love watching everything that they put out.
that was one
Usually,
of my favorite DC shows. I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie. That and I really enjoy the Harley Quinn animated series. It's
yeah, I
so
might
good.
check it out. I
It's
might
really
check it
good.
out because I want to get deeper into this, and it sounds like a
Yeah,
good time.
yeah.
But yeah, that was our series recap. Spoiler alert over, I guess. I think we could have ended it a
Just
long time ago.
boop.
Like,
Yeah. And now we're
but
back.
we're gonna go ahead and take a little break. We'll be right back and give you guys our special topic. So you're listening to the J Squared Podcast. Boom! Hey guys, welcome back to the J Squared Podcast, and we're back from our break, and we're gonna pretty much dive into our special topic. So
Voted by the fans.
exactly, I was gonna, yo, get out of my fucking head.
Never.
So pretty much what we try to do every once in a while, and you guys please engage, please interact. We do take what you guys say and we go ahead and we apply it. So we try to go ahead and put our topics out there, our special topics. Leave it up to you guys to pick what you guys want to you know hear us go on about, or
Hmm.
hear us give like maybe a history of, or even just talk about
Yeah.
amongst each other. So this one was critical race theory in schools. So definitely want to start that one off by giving a definition of what it is. And we also want to give our thoughts and opinions on it, right?
Yes, 100%.
So, according to the University of California, Berkeley, um, critical race theory, well, this is also by sociology professor Produce Carter.
Prudence.
Critical Prudence. Oh shit, I can't read. Prudence Carter. But I said produce, right?
Yeah.
Produce Carter. I said
Oh
what I
shit.
said. So Produce Carter.
Yo, this is terrible.
I am who I am.
That's
What do
true.
you
That's true.
what do you want from me? What do you want from me? So, critical race theory is a legal framework designed by scholars in the 1980s that explains how structural and racial disparities persist in American society. Carter made a distinction between teaching critical race theory, a concept most often introduced to students to graduate at the graduate level, and taking a critical approach in teaching about race and racism in American history. So, all in all, you could think about critical race theory as kind of teaching why POCs, or people of color or minorities and things like that, are in the situation they're in, instead of just kind of chalking it up to they didn't work hard enough or things like that.
Hmm.
Um, so in this is usually something that's actually just taught in colleges or universities, or taken as electives. But there's been more of a push to have it kind of sent, well, something that's kind of required from K through 12, and there's a lot of pushback on it. Go ahead.
Well, something I want to add is like part of this is taught in either elementary, middle school, or high school. Not all of it, but like we do celebrate Black History Month. We do talk about eventually in high school. We talk about World War II and Nazis and killing Jewish people. We also celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. So these are all, or Chinese New Year, like anything people of color we do talk about, but we tend to say it more in the history of what white people
White people want. It's a
want.
whitewashed way of looking at history. So, for example, with me, I'm gonna be real. When they talked about slavery, they talked about like pretty much like we were doing favors. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah,
like
yeah.
African Americans were doing favors for white people in America when that wasn't the case. They were kind of trying to whitewash it to absolve themselves of guilt, I guess, or absolve, you know, themselves of having needing to have a tough conversation with a child that might ask a general question that any person would ask if they just came to this earth and was like, why did you do that? Or why did people do that back then?
Yeah. It
Um,
it's the same way with like, for example, Thanksgiving.
Giving.
Uh, it's meant to be like, oh no, we just had dinner with Native Americans and then we became best friends and we lived happily ever after, even though you killed and raped and took their land.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where like it's just not taking true like and it's not even taking true accountability. Like yeah, it's just America
It
not
is.
taking true accountability of its actions in order to get to where it is
Mm-hmm.
um on the backs of POCs and black people, Native Americans and everybody that um you know America has
But
stepped on in order
it's
to get
a
to a place.
yeah, it's the way it's sold. So
Hmm.
like for example, with Christopher Columbus, like in Hispanic countries, he's known as a hero because he found our country.
Hmm.
But he killed and raped a lot of people, which is something that's not told or spoken about, especially
Yeah.
like in the US with indigenous people or with Native Americans. So, something I've done was is teach my Hispanic Latino family. Oh, I almost said familia.
It's
I've been
okay.
teaching my familia that yeah, that Christopher Columbus is not a good person. It's not someone that we need to idolize as a hero for our culture because he's not a good person. Which is why, like, I'm all for switching Christopher Columbus Day to Indigenous People Day.
Yeah, because I mean America has a real big problem to me of even when America knows better, we tend not to do better.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be wrong and have to adjust when we realize we made a mistake. And that's all it is. Like
It's owning up to
and
your mistake and not, like, why are you so afraid of what your people did?
and with that being said, the reason why they do want it banned is because a lot of people are worried that it would have a chilling effect on educators who are not willing to discuss in a classroom about things like this or about the relations in the United States with people of color. Some parents also worry that their kids that their kids learning these things in school that they just won't have the capacity to understand or get what's going on,
I
or they might feel guilty about what's going on.
I think
Um,
it's called white fragility,
s-
where it's like, oh no, you're attacking us. Well, yeah, we
yeah,
are attacking you, but not to like the
it's just
extent that you've attacked people of color. It's
yeah,
just more of like, we're checking you so you could be accountable for what your people did to our people
and I think like
and
to
to
me, I
educate.
yeah, exactly. Like I come from a place of education, so because I believe with education you prevent repetition, right? So if I know the iron's hot, I'm not gonna put my hand on the iron anymore. You get me? So
Yeah.
it's not to me it's not to bash people or make somebody feel bad because we know. You weren't there,
It
it's
was
not
my
your fault.
grandpa's grandpa's grandpa's. We
Like, I
know.
get it.
We
But at the
know.
same time, there is a reason behind all of this, and there's systemic things in place to
Mhm.
keep these things, you know, in the state that they are, or to
Mhm.
try its best to keep things in the state that they are. So it's just understanding that and learning about what those things are that are being taught. Um,
Yeah. And
so
I
yeah,
I think like a big thing with education right now is that we're lacking it. We're lacking the want to teach these things in order to make America a better place for everyone, especially with what went down in 2020. So
yeah,
instead of educating people on why people of color and black people feel hurt by this country, we're trying to negate those emotions and say, oh no, we're not going to teach that because we don't want the white students to feel bad, even though
yeah.
the rest of us are suffering.
And honestly, like, I did want to say something. Um, we can't colorblind society.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, this is American history. And by enabling this ban, you're crippling your kids, you're crippling the future of our society and preventing a better tomorrow because you want to allow your cowardice to keep you from confronting the truth. Don't be a snowflake. Learn about the history. Go ahead and take the accountability to teach your kids about this history and let them understand what is happening. Because
Hmm.
if you keep on whitewashing history as we go on, you're not going to have a good story or a morally ethical story to tell. That's just where I come from with it. So, yeah.
Also, like you're preventing your kids from seeing the real world. You're allowing them to believe a lie, and whenever they go somewhere else and they get checked, or like they actually want to get like further education in college and they get checked,
Hmm.
who are they going to come back to and be like, why did you lie to me?
And the crazy thing is about all of that, how many kids do we know or people that we personally know who are just now learning about, you know, this stuff in college or after college?
Exactly.
It it
It's
doesn't have
mind
to be that
blowing.
way.
It's mind
Yeah.
blowing. Because, like, it's not only American history, but now they're also trying to, like, not teach about how Hitler was bad, how the Nazis were
Hmm.
bad, how they basically destroyed the Jewish community. Like, they're trying to not teach that as well. So, like, what are you guys going to teach at school? Like, what is the history? Like, it's getting to the point where it's like you're blocking so many things. You're like removing books that are super important. Like, To Kill a Mockingbird, such a good book to read in high school. It teaches you so much about just like white privilege, racial issues, and you're trying to like burn all these books
Yeah.
to keep people from not educating themselves, which is like, I don't know, it's just mind blowing to me that you don't want to educate people. You don't want us to be better. You just want to hold us back.
And that's the problem. Like, it's not just that that's the problem.
It's
It's more
multiple
than that.
things.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like, yo, we need, like, to me personally, when you go ahead and you say, "Hey, I want to silence people who are just telling the truth," what does that
Hmm.
say about America? You get me? Like, I'm one of those people that I love my country, right? And when people go ahead and don't want to tell the truth about our history, I feel like it's damaging. And I
Yeah,
know it's damaging because there are
100%.
people in this country who don't feel like they're a part of the country because of the things that happen.
Hmm.
But maybe if you educated other people or put at least one foot forward to try to help heal the wounds that have been, made, maybe a lot of people will regain that respect and that hope and that love for America again. But only time
Yeah.
will tell.
Yeah. And I mean, I hope that in the states that this has been passing, I hope that students start to speak out and want to get educated because I don't know, like for me in high school, like learning about all of this more in college than in high school was mind blowing. Like obviously in high school, middle school, you have an idea. Us being people of color, we know more.
Yeah.
But like for someone who's not, to get like that shell shock once you get to college, and then you're like, holy shit, wait, this is the actual truth. I mean, it's just crazy.
It's damaging. And I don't think think it goes without saying like we're both for CRT being taught in schools, right?
100%. Yeah.
All right.
You like, come on now, like.
I I have to ask. It's my
No, no, no,
job.
no, no. I know. I'm just saying, like in general, like us both being people of color,
Yeah. Yeah.
we want you to know about our backgrounds, our history. Like it's important for us to be seen,
I
and
agree.
like obviously, like going back to like other things that we see ourselves in. So like when we watch movies and we see like black people or Latinos, we get hyped, we get excited because we're so used to just seeing whitewashed television movies that to a certain point it's like, when will I get to see someone that looks like me?
Yeah.
And then now you're just trying to take it all away in every sense. It's just mind blowing.
It's heartening.
Yeah.
So, um, that's our take on CRT and if it should be taught in schools. So, we are moving on to our next topic, which is, well, our next segment, sorry, which is Jimena
Ximena needs to
Needs
know.
to Know. So, it's everybody's favorite topic. Sorry, segment. God damn it,
You're
fuck me up.
tripping.
That's me. It's
Can't
everybody's
read.
favorite segment. We go ahead and we talk to Jimena, let her know about what's going on in the world because she lives under a rock and she was on our show last chapter
Hmm.
and she was amazing and she went
By the
back
way,
to
this
go
is
ahead.
chapter 5.
Yeah.
I don't think we said that.
Oh shit. It's crazy how it's already chapter 5, isn't it? Like it
Yeah.
feels like it's been so short.
I think it's because like we found a groove with this whole Zoom thing.
That's true. That's
So
true.
it's been working out.
Damn. That's
Look at
crazy.
us. Look
Look
at
at us.
us.
Who thought we'd be here?
Yeah,
Not me. Not
not me.
me. So what you call it? Yeah, so Humana went back under her rock, so we need to go ahead and, you know,
Yeah, she
send
went
her
back
her mail.
to Norway,
Yeah, to I don't know, what is it?
Switzerland.
No, yes, it is Switzerland. Fuck, I always forget.
Mm.
But yeah. So, first things first, New Mexico has a new maiden state college tuition free for residents, right? Uh,
Yes.
can you explain that for me? Because I have no idea what that is about.
All right, cool. So basically, it's a new plan that was approved. So they're basically waiving tuition for any students attending any in-state public school or community college. So if you live in New
Cool.
Mexico and you enroll with a minimum of 6 credits and you maintain your 2.5 GPA, your tuition is paid for as long as you go
That's
to
dope.
public school or community college, which is amazing.
That's awesome because,
Yeah.
yo, I
The
think that's one of,
struggle?
yeah, the
The
struggle.
struggle.
Most of us, the struggle is real, man.
Yeah, especially, all right, so like, once again, especially for people of color.
Yeah,
New Mexico, I'm pretty sure, has high Latino
yeah.
community. That's big. That's big.
That's gonna really help a lot of people, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm all for it. I love I love the fact that we're kind of getting these things passed. Because first of all, I don't even know why people have to pay for tuition.
Why do we
Um,
have to pay for school?
exactly. I don't.
That is the thing.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But I guess these are steps forward. But it's just doesn't make sense. But it
Yeah,
would
they
make more.
are.
You know what? I am for. If you have a terrible GPA, like below a 2.0, like not passing at all, then you have to pay tuition.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that makes
With that,
sense.
that makes sense to
I'm okay with it too. Obviously, like we're smart kids, so we didn't have to worry about that.
me. We
I'm
act like you're not
sorry.
just talking about yourself. Listen, man, don't patronize me on this goddamn podcast.
Hey man, you could have lied.
I'll
You
shut the
could have
shit
just
down right
rolled
now.
with it. You could have just rolled with it with me, but
You right. You right. I don't care. I don't care.
all right. As a former student athlete, we could not get lower than a 2.5, so best believe I am a nerd.
There you go. I
Okay.
appreciate that though. That's a good idea.
Hmm.
All right. Well, next we do have Connecticut lawmakers. They went ahead and advanced a legislation that would bar police officers fired for misconduct from being hired at other police departments. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck. That's what we need. That's
Hmm.
something that we need
Yeah.
because I feel like once this starts being something that's circulated a little bit more, we're
Hmm.
gonna magically see police misconduct just drop.
Drop.
Suddenly, people are gonna learn how to act,
Hmm.
and that's the problem. People think that it's a personality thing. No, it's it's a thing because people don't have a reason to not mistreat people when they have power.
Hmm.
They don't have a reason. So unfortunately, these are the steps we need to take. I wish we lived in a society where police, like everybody, just acted right, or police treated people with dignity and respect all the time,
And
but
not
we
racial
don't.
profiling.
Exactly. So repercussions. I fucking love it. I think that's amazing. I think that's really great.
Yeah, I agree, and hopefully more states start going through that legislation as well. Because another key thing about this is like you're not allowed to retire or to quit. Like you're fired, fired.
Good.
Because people usually retire and then they still get paid even though they had
Yeah,
misconduct. Like no, this is more like you're done. Like you can't be a police officer ever again. It goes in your record type of thing. So
that's amazing. I love that.
yeah, really cool. Keep it going, Jay.
Oh shit. So Polish border and Ukrainian refugees. Pretty much. Oh shit, I didn't. Yeah, Polish borders and Ukrainian
You
refugees.
said it right. You did
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm excited and I'm nervous. Leave me be.
Aww.
Thank you.
Come on,
All
man.
right. So strangers have been leaving strollers and children's items at the Polish borders for incoming Ukrainian refugees. Strollers, carriers, jackets, toys, stuffed animals, diapers, and even walkers for the elderly filled the area. So if that's actually really fucking sweet.
Yeah, it's heartwarming because it's like
Fuck, man.
it's yeah, it's really cool. Um,
Like not every day do you see like pretty much people come
humanity.
together. Yeah. Yeah, I like cuz honestly on my mind I've been thinking about a couple of things when it's come to the war and stuff like that and
Hmm.
why, other countries like other black countries or brown countries or countries on the other side of the world like don't get the same treatment as we're giving, Ukraine, but I an injustice anywhere, is an injustice everywhere and I'm glad that people are taking steps to stand for people.
Yeah.
Um,
The
so
only thing we could hope is that people start opening their eyes to the double standard
hmm
and start treating everyone the same way that we've been treating Ukrainian refugees because at the end of the day they're all trying to escape from different wars and trying to, continue to live, which is what our goal is. To
yeah,
continue to live, to continue to love. So, we need to do that on both sides.
damn, well said. I like that. Continue to
Thank you.
live,
I
continue
got
to
in my bag.
live. Got it. And also now, let's talk about gas prices. Or we could just not. No, but gas
Let me
prices
tell
have
you.
been fucking
Let me
crazy,
tell you. I
man.
put gas today and I was like, Lord,
Oh, I'm
I'm gonna just
stressed.
what was it? This tweet was perfect for me because I'm lactose intolerant. It was like, Lord, take all this gas out of my stomach and put it in my car.
Yo, for real. Cause
I was like,
yo, man,
facts.
it's been it it's been stressful. It's been stressful. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't move around a lot because my previous job we work and my business I also work from home, so
hmm
still gonna be the same thing. But damn,
I drive to work,
ugh.
drive back home.
Mm,
So,
it sounds like it tastes bad. That's what it's giving.
you know, but I like my job.
I like your job too, but
Thank you.
I look at the prices as I go ahead
Mhm.
and drive down the street. I'm like, oh shit. So this is
Here's
crazy.
here's the
This is the
breakdown for
thing.
it. So, oil is now less than $100 a barrel. So, math wise, it's dropped more than 25% in the past couple weeks. So, basically, what's been happening is that oil companies have been price gouging Americans, which is why gas prices are super duper duper high.
Yeah.
So, it's basically, what is it? What is the math term for it? Um, when you need to buy something, supply and demand.
Hmm.
Okay. Demand is high, supply was low. Now that supply is high and demand is high, let's just keep the money going up and not
Yeah.
tell anybody.
Let's keep that demand gonna stay high.
hmm Yeah. And
And
obviously, like, if you need gas, you're you're gonna have to pay for it,
yeah,
regardless if it's like a couple cents less. But you need it if you have a car.
I'll tell you one thing. That boy Elon Musk gonna start booming.
I don't want to talk about him and his like
Yo,
challenge to Vladimir Putin about like a fucking I'll
he's
fight
not
you.
okay. All right. I was thinking to myself, I was like, yo, man, even if Vladimir Putin was to like, that's not the guy I would want to send
No.
at all. It's like
No.
he'd beat you up. He would beat you.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
It's stupid. But yeah. The reason why obviously is because all the oil comes from Russia and because we're sanctioning them and, taking away all their money, that's why oil has been weird. But that's for all countries. It's not just the US. But yeah, I would never send Elon Musk to fight our wars.
I love how it went from hey, these are oil prices to why is Elon Musk talking
Bro.
sideways?
Dude, just go back to like your SpaceX thing
Yeah,
and
man, we're having
try to
fun.
like fix your cars.
Yeah, fix your truck.
Yeah.
Jesus
So,
Christ. Yo, man.
yeah.
That'd be such a bloodbath, man. Vladimir Putin looks like the guy. He looks
He
like a
has a
dictator.
black belt.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
People just say
So,
things to say things nowadays.
social media.
And I mean, I'm waiting for it to drop. I'm waiting for this all to um kind of come to an end, but it seems like every
Like
other
COVID.
week. Yeah, like COVID, man, but it seems like every other week I got to get another booster. It's some
Yeah.
new bullshit.
We're not wearing masks in New York anymore. So,
Really? I still wear a mask wherever I go. I just I don't know. It
yeah.
makes me feel comfortable.
Well, I don't wear it at work anymore.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Look at you, you anti-masker, you.
no, I wear it when I go grocery shopping because I don't trust people. But at
Yeah.
work, everyone's vaccinated and boosted,
Oh,
and
okay.
so am
All
I.
right, that
So
makes sense.
yeah, it's mandatory. So
That's lit. All
yeah,
right, well, that's what Ximena needed to know. We
facts.
appreciate you, Ximena. Stay up.
Stay up
Um,
in Norway.
now, well, up in Norway.
I was wondering when you were gonna catch it.
Stay up in Slovakia or whatever you said.
Slovakia,
What I say?
Slovakia. I hit the mic.
Oh shit. Well, there you guys have it. That's been another great show. I
Chapter
had a lot.
5.
Chapter 5 in the books. We just want to go through some shout outs. Definitely want to go ahead and shout out to you guys for voting in those polls. It's definitely necessary. We
Hmm.
need to know what the best Marvel MCU movie was. And you guys are
Is.
definitely was because it's already happened. It would be past tense, wouldn't it?
It's still
I don't
is.
have time to go through a grammar lesson with you.
I'm sorry.
I just got fired. No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
But yeah, you guys are definitely helping us out. We're figuring this out as we go along, and it's crazy because we did like when you guys DM us. Also, we love that. We want to have those interactions of
Hmm.
as to
And the
why you
comments.
felt like as to why you guys felt like this was the best movie.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so fun
it's
because like
interesting
we
because I'm like,
Ant
how do you
Man.
guys? Yeah,
The Ant Man one was wild,
yeah. But
but I
I mean,
appreciate it. I like
exactly.
Paul
Like
Rudd.
I like Paul. Everybody likes Paul Rudd.
That's
Nobody
true. That's
doesn't
true.
like Paul Rudd.
And that's true.
The world's sexiest man.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah, I forgot
Definitely.
about that.
Right? Isn't that crazy? What a strange year.
Yeah.
Also, we want to go ahead and thank Jamie. Merch will be out almost soon. Not really, but
Oh shit! I was like breaking news to
I
me.
got you. Nah,
Did.
Jamie ain't doing shit. So, uh,
Where the fuck is Jamie?
we don't know, man. We don't know. Been looking for Jamie. Can't
We're
find
gonna
him.
we're gonna post a wanted
Yo,
with
we
Jamie.
should
Yo,
post
social media manager. Here you go. Here's your plug.
Speaking of me being a social media manager, I wanted to go ahead and take some time out to let you guys know what my social media management company is. So, pretty much, I run a company called J Markets. J Markets is a social media managing company that helps small businesses and big businesses alike. What we do is that I pretty much go ahead and increase your following, increase your likes. I pretty much do an all around sweep with your demographics. Make sure that you guys get the interactions that you guys need within your location, whether it's in regards to gender, age, I cover it all. And I do this for a lowly price. The reason why I do this for such a low price is because you guys shouldn't be paying an arm and a leg for your social media. If you have a
Facts.
business, yeah, like if you have a business, honestly, I feel like throughout what we've been going through for the past 2 years, it just doesn't make sense to keep gouging you guys. So I created a company to help us out. And if you guys want an accurate reflection of what J Markets can do, just look at our podcast page on Instagram.
Yep.
I took full control when it came to like the managing and stuff like that um, with J Markets. And going along those lines, we
Sponsored.
were hashtag sponsored by J
Sponsored.
Squared. Oh, sorry, sponsored by J Markets. But
Too many
yeah,
J's.
I know, right? I'm just, but going along those lines, we grew. I mean, almost 8,000 followers
Yeah, we're,
within a
we're
year.
we're
Within the
getting
next
close
year,
to we're
we're
getting
gonna hit
close to
that 10K,
10K. Yeah,
and then we're gonna
within
hit that
less
15.
than 2 years. Yeah, that's
So
wild.
it's crazy. I mean, because when you think about it, these are people that are actively engaging with us too. It's
Hmm.
not like they're people that are ghosts or people that don't interact with you at all or people that just follow you one day and then they unfollow you the next day. These are real people who are really interested in your product,
Yeah,
and that's what J Markets does.
and they
So
stick around, which is amazing.
exactly.
Amazing.
So if you guys do have a small business, maybe a podcast that you guys want to go ahead and
Collab?
jump the numbers up on, let us know or let me know or DM me. I'm going to put something right here.
I
Here.
don't know if you'll be here or here or here.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to put something somewhere.
Okay.
But it definitely is going to go ahead and lead you guys to my Instagram. Feel free to send me a DM. Hit me up through J Squared, and we can go ahead and work something out. And I can let
Hmm.
you guys know a little bit more about what I do. So, yeah, with that being said, that has been the J Squared Podcast. Boom.